Oh, so I finally got everything to work. My microphone was being weird. Not my microphone, but more like Audacity was being weird. But everything is working now, hopefully, and everything should be okay. So this speed paint is of, I don't know. I don't really remember what I was thinking when I was gonna draw this. Like it was, I don't know if I thought it was supposed to be like the logo for the future boba series thing that I'm thinking of doing. This obviously cannot be a logo, like a whole person in a logo. Like, no, thanks. So I don't know. Maybe I'll use this picture for thumbnails or something. But yeah, so it's supposed to be related to Boba Talks. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it, and until I can think of something better. I did not come up with Boba Talks, by the way. A lot of you guys commented with that name, so thank you to those who did that. I don't know you by name, sorry, but yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, that's pretty much what this picture is. And I will be making like an actual logo for it, but not in this speed paint. And I decided to talk about, for the speed paint, to talk about optimism, I guess. I don't know why. Well, I guess it has to do with my last upload, which was about whether art and drawing is a skill or talent, right? And I remember somebody reblogged the video and said something about being too optimistic and how all these like overly optimistic people are trying to be like anyone can draw, blah blah blah. And I didn't really aim for that at all during my video. I wasn't trying to be like, I mean, I guess it did come off as that, but it wasn't supposed to be like anybody can draw, life is good, the sun is sunny. I don't know. It wasn't supposed to be all happy and stuff. It was more like, stop saying you can't draw. You haven't put effort into it. Like, stop being lazy and work for it. That was kind of what I was trying to get at. Yeah, so stop making excuses, work for art, that kind of thing, and improvement. But I guess other people saw it as optimism. And I have gotten a lot of comments saying that I'm very optimistic, and I get them, on YouTube, and I get them at work, which is weird. I never considered myself to be super optimistic, even though a lot of people say that I am. I think for me, I do try to act happy, even when I'm not, especially like at work. I've been told, like, oh, I've never seen you in a bad mood, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, because I'm at work and I don't want to, like, be like that at work. I have to deal with people the whole day. Why would I be grumpy and just angry? Like, that's not the kind of attitude I want to have at work, even though I don't want to be there. And it's the same for YouTube, I guess, because I can go ahead and make videos when I'm in a bad mood and you guys will be able to tell. But why would I want to do that? Like, okay, I'm gonna be, I hate, I know hate's a strong word, but I hate people who are super negative all the time. Like, they're so emotionally draining, and it's just, how do they live like that? Like, how, and I know some of you guys have to be like that, right? Where it's like you guys want to say that you're just being realistic, but like, you're not. You're just trying to find like the negative side to everything. And my brother's like that. And I'm not like that at all. Um and I tend to be pretty realistic, but I'm also like optimistic at the same time. I know certain things can't, I don't know, like having a big goal. Some people say, okay, it's a big goal. I have to be realistic, but I can't get my hopes up, blah, blah, blah. It's probably not going to happen. And then I, on the other hand, will see that big goal, that big dream, and I know there's a small chance of it happening, but instead of being like, oh, it's never going to happen, I'm more like, I'm going to work for it anyways and see how far I can get. And, maybe I'll be lucky. That kind of thing. And it sucks. Just people who are just so bitter all the time. I cannot deal with those kind of people. I knew this person. I was never their friend. I mean, some people thought we were friends, but no. And they were like that. They were just, everything was bad. Everything was so bad for them, and life wasn't giving them a break and blah blah blah. And I had to cut ties with them because I was like, being around you made me feel bad. I don't want to feel bad. Life is already hard enough. I want to at least pretend that I'm happy, and then maybe make other people happy by doing that. And What was I gonna say? My throat hurts. I have seen people who are overly optimistic, and even I'm like, okay, that can't be real. Like, you have to be fake. You have to be acting. This is all some kind of character. Nobody can be that optimistic. So, I'm not gonna name names, but they are, yeah. But, but I never considered myself to be overly optimistic. I just want to be, optimistic enough to be able to be a happy person and not be so bitter so that my life isn't so terrible. And yeah. And there was a point in my life where I was overly optimistic, but that was super fake. That was back in 2013, which so far has been the worst year of my life. Like, a lot of bad things happened to me. um like my dog passed away in January, like the 13th or the 16th of January. So, like, right in the beginning of the year, things went down. And it was really bad. And I cried every night for I don't know how long for her. And then a couple months later, um, I was at the time. I don't want to say I was in love because it feels like such a long time ago. I don't really know, but it's the closest I've gotten to being in love, I think. And things obviously didn't work out. And I saw it coming from a mile away, but I kind of hoped, like, it's going to work out, and it didn't. And it ended pretty badly, and it was a lot of dishonesty, which I hate, by the way. I cannot stand dishonest people. And so that happened like in springtime. So it wasn't that far from my dog passing away, and other small bad things happened like throughout the year. And I pretty much cried every night for that entire year. But during the daytime, I was overly optimistic because I was trying to be like, happiness is a choice, and be happy, and everything is going to be okay. But I think I was just trying to tell myself that. And so I look back on that year and I cringe because I was so fake. It was yeah, like, if you guys think I'm fake now, you guys don't know what fake is, because right now I feel like happy and optimistic, but like at a kind of like at a normalish rate. Like, I don't want to be blinded by it, but so that's something. I don't know why I wanted to talk about this, but stop being so bitter. Why do you want to live your life like that? Why are people so I have an artist on Twitter who I adore their art, but God, they hate everything. Every single post is something about something they hate, and all the stuff. And I'm like, oh, I want to unfollow you so bad because you're bringing me down, but your art is so nice. Like, I'm so conflicted. So yeah, I don't know. I guess you can be however you want to be. Like, I can't tell you to not be bitter and mad, but like, just don't talk to me if you're like that, because I don't want to. You're just gonna drain me, and I'm just. Life is already hard as it is. I don't need anybody else trying to get me down. Well, time sure did fly by. I have to end this right now because the video ended a while ago. So, thank you for watching. I don't know if this was too rambly, and I don't know if any of you guys are even interested in this topic, but whatever, I talked about it anyway. So, thank you so much for watching, and have a good week, and take care of yourself and be safe. Okay, bye!